What's going on, guys? Make sure I'm doing this correctly. Make sure people are on here before I start getting into a whole thing here. Believe it or not, still new with this stuff, guys. Going on 4 years, but there's certain things that I don't do often. And one of them is going live, especially from the phone. All right. What's going on, guys? Guys, let me know if you can hear me. I can. All right, thank you, man. Tom 202, what's going on? All right, guys, listen, I am in Colorado. I'm at Pikes Peak, Harley Davidson. And, you know, the funny thing is I came out here just to kind of look at the grounds of where I'm going to be doing a practice session tomorrow and Sunday. And all I was going to do was look. And next thing you know, I'm out here measuring stuff and marking it up. Because I'm like, what the? You may as well do it now. If I do it now, I don't have to come back here in the morning and do it. So I just shaved myself. I gave myself some extra sleep, some extra whatever time. But let me just show you guys. This is the range. That's the dealership, of course. Pikes Peak, Harley Davidson. I'm gonna take you guys in there in a second. I did a video in there yesterday. I don't have any cones out now, but what I did is I put my marks down, and so that way, tomorrow morning I still have to set up cones, but I don't have to do any measurement, and that takes the most amount of time. But just want to give you guys a quick span around. You know, they have it blocked off so that this is still part of the parking lot, but it's blocked off. And this is where they do their MSF courses. And the mountains in the background, guys. Like, that's just beautiful. It reminds me of when I do my practice sessions in Lake Elsinore, California, and they have the mountains in the background. It's nice because it's not something I do often. I don't see it often, I should say. But anyway, this is the whole MSF course. They have been extremely accommodating, from the marketing person to the range manager here to the GM. Just extremely helpful. So tomorrow morning, I have my own cones, but they're going to give me some cones. As a matter of fact, Chris, that's his name, the Rider Coach and Riding Coach Academy. He already brought out some nice fresh cones for me. Oh, that's nice. They got a little handle at the top. Look at that. Nice and easy to pick up. Oh, I love it. And unfortunately, he's not going to be able to participate in either of the practice sessions because he's going to be out of town. The GM's busy. Everybody is busy or sick or whatever because they got a lot of stuff going on here too. Not just at this dealership, but here in Colorado Springs. But we got a good amount of people here. But, oh yeah, I'm sorry. The GM's also given me water, a cooler, a tent, obviously the use of the range, and a motorcycle. Now, I'm gonna walk over here because I know he told me he asked me what kind of motorcycle did I want. I want you guys to understand this, because I know every dealership is different, and I don't expect anybody to just give me anything to use. So I appreciate everything I get. So there's some dealerships where they'll say, we're not gonna give you a motorcycle, and that's fine. And then there's other dealerships, they'll say, oh, we'll give you a motorcycle, but here's all we can give you. This guy, his name's Gil. He's the GM here. What kind of motorcycle do you want to ride, Rob? And I said, you know what? I like a road glide because the handlebars are too low on the street glide. I can still make it work with a street glide. I'm not picky. And he said to the guy, give him that 24 road glide right there. The white one? Yeah. So I don't know if this is it. I'm going to go over there and look at it. But how awesome is that, guys? I mean, I love it. I appreciate it. Open arms. Open arms. That's what I feel like I'm getting here. So let me take you guys over here. No, that belongs to somebody because it's got a plate on it and it's got different bars. So I don't know where the bike is. I'm going to go in there and find out. Let me show you guys some more of the dealership. It's a nice dealership too. It's nicely done. Looks like a stucco siding. But it looks a lot bigger than it actually is once you get inside of it. I'm going to look at you guys' comments in a second if I can see it. I don't have my glasses. But, you know, a bunch of bikes out here. My assumption is these are pre-owned bikes. And then this is the service center over here. They got these zero bikes out here too. These electric bikes. If you've never ridden one, just do it. It's fun. I'm not saying you have to buy one, but just ride it. Little Pikes Peak, Colorado Springs painting on the side of the building. All right, guys, so I'm gonna take you inside. Two things I want to show you. I did a video on it, but the video is not going to be out for a while, and I want you guys to see this now. Matter of fact, I want you guys to have the experience. So you've seen me enough. Let me turn this camera around. We can do the walk-in. So they're closed on Sunday, and that's another thing. The GM actually got me a porta potty since we won't have access to the bathrooms inside of here. That's what I'm talking about, man. All right, so very nice. I got to ask him how long this dealership's been here because it looks very nice. It's a modern looking dealership. I love modern. I'm a contemporary type of guy. All right, when you come in, first thing you see is a live wire. That's what I'm telling you guys. Just try it out. I've never ridden a live wire, but I have ridden that Zero motorcycle. Oh my God. That thing is scary fast. All right, let me show you what I was going to show you guys. Two bikes I want to show you in particular. And then I'm going to get off of here. I don't want to keep you guys on here too long. They got street glides. They got road glides. Now this first bike, it's on a turntable. All right, you ready, guys? There it is. So this is a 2023 CV. I'm not CVO. I'm so used to saying CVO. This is a 2023 Road Glide ST that they have totally redone. Right? They didn't do any engine work on this, but this is a fully cosmetic bike. Okay, they took one of the bags off because yesterday had both the bags on. Okay. Now you see it has these kind of bags on it. That's where it is. It's over there. And I'm assuming this is the bag that came from it. I don't know. But if I had this bike, I'd want the same paint scheme that's on the bike, on the bag. It's got Legend suspension on it already. I'm sure front and rear, but I will inquire. They changed the footboards. They changed the handlebars. Okay. They have these bright ass headlights in the face of it. The paint job is just like it's sick. It's a nice paint job all the way up to the fairing. Like a little bit of details in the paint and on the tank. Like some imperfections. And even that's different, right? It's just like a triangle. Guys, tell me what you think, and tell me what you think too about these hard bags on this bike. A Saddleman seat. That is a Custom Dynamics light. Know it anytime I see it. And of course they changed the exhaust. Okay, they probably took off the bag so you can see that it's Legend suspension. Because I was just here yesterday and both of the bags were on. They changed the rotors front and rear. They also, the front wheels were powder coated. Because you know the ST, the wheels are golden, like that golden color. So they painted that. What do you think, guys? Oh, no, they didn't. No, they didn't. They didn't change. How could you not change that? Incandescent bulb. I mean, come on. That's the kind of stuff that drives me crazy. The bike could be beautiful. Beautiful. Do a whole bunch of stuff. Something that simple. Come on, you got to take that off. LEDs, please. This has been changed. So, you know, why not the one in the front? Anyway, guys, the price of this bike, $55,000. $55,000. Yeah, they changed the front suspension too. I see the Legend. So 55 grand for this bike. Let me know what you think, guys. Listen, I always say this. It's what's overpriced, the market will determine that. The market will determine it. It's that simple, right? Everything's negotiable. And I'm not gonna say I didn't think about it at first, guys. You know I don't love road glides. The new models I do, not the old ones. But you know some of them they kind of speak to me. And this might be one of them. All right, okay, guys. Guys, do me a favor, hit the like button. 131 of you in here, only 11 of you. I'll hit the like button. Now see the bike this guy's sitting on? Now this bike, this is a 2023 Road Glide ST. And this is not about appearance, this is about performance. So this bike is all performance, all performance. This bike has a 135R, it's turbo, it's Trask, it's new rotors now, see? So I'm gonna zonk them. They changed that front rotor, and you can see. It's a nice looking rotor, right? Like a goldish color to match the forks.
Are these the ones you have?
They put golden on the footboards, the brake pedal, the passenger pegs. But then on the back, they left that stock. Incandescent bulbs. Now that's what the stock rear brake light looks like. So they didn't change it on this, and that's fine. Well, it's really not. But that one is geared towards appearance. So you can't have incandescent bulbs on that. Again, you can't have it on any of them, guys. That's how I really feel. But, all right, Holden suspension, front and rear. Saddleman seat. It's a Saddleman San Diego Customs. I had the same seat. Now, guys, you ready for the price on that bike? Matter of fact, let me turn the camera around. You need to see me for this one. All right, you ready? $95,000. That's how much that bike is. Again, the market will determine if that's overpriced, right? And, you know, when I look at a bike like that and like this one right here, this is just like somebody that buys a house and they have very, very specific taste. And so they do a whole bunch of stuff that costs a whole lot of money. Then when it's time to sell that house, the only person that's gonna get value from that is somebody that shares their artistic appeal and what they like. But for most people, it's not gonna appeal to them. And if anything, they're not gonna, it can't be justified with the price because in their minds, they gotta spend money to get rid of it. And that's probably the same thing with these motorcycles. Somebody with a boatload of money that just wants a really fast bike, this is the bike for them, right? Because it doesn't matter what it looks like, they just want the bike that's the fastest and they got money to burn. 95 grand. Now that this guy got off of it, and I said to the guy, I said, look at this exhaust. Like, see where the seat is? Like that's right on your leg. You see the footboard's right there? I don't know how that doesn't make contact with your leg. Also, guys, this bike is tuned to E85 fuel. That's the only fuel it can use. That's crazy, right? So there's something else to think about. They got the cross handlebars, you know, so, I mean, it is what it is, guys. All right, guys, like button, please. 139 of you in here, 19 likes. 19 likes, help a brother out. All right, so that's what I wanted to show you guys. You guys seen all the other bike street glides, but this dealership is known for their builds, performance builds. And in the case of that bike on the carousel, that's a build that they did for, you know, it's a custom paint job that's not done here, it's done someplace else. And so, one of the sales guys, I talked to him yesterday, I did a video with him. He said that he would, the GM said like he could talk to me and work out a price for me for that motorcycle. I'm not talking about the one, you guys know I don't give a crap about all that speed stuff, it's, you know, but I do care about some level of speed, of course, and I care about how the motorcycle looks. And what I like about the motorcycle that's on the carousel is, like, let me show you something. Okay, so this is the CVO section. You guys know I love my CVOs. You know I have this one. This is Shelly. And this is the Bergen, this is the Street Glide. And then we know that this legendary orange, this is the Street Glide, but the Street Glide or the Road Glide, this is a $6,000 paint job. So you're going to be paying a whole lot more for a Street Glide or a Road Glide CVO 24 if you get that color. So when I say, would you rather have a CVO or that bike on the carousel, one thing that differs is you're not going to see a whole bunch of legendary orange CVOs out there, right? You're just not. But you are going to see some. What you're not going to see anything else of is that motorcycle on the carousel, and that's the appeal. That's the buyer for that bike, somebody that's looking for something original that nobody else is going to have out there. And that kind of thing appeals to me, right? I do like that. But it would have had to have been the new body style. Because at the end of the day, when it's time to get rid of that bike, and that's the other thing too, the 23s and under, the money on those bikes, what you can get for them just plummeted. It plummeted once the new ones came out. So it's going to be the same thing with that. It doesn't matter all the stuff that's on it. It depends on the person that's buying it. If they don't really care about that, all they're going to be looking at is it's the old body style, it's the old everything, you know? I mean, yes, the suspension is upgraded, but the infotainment's old, the body style's old, it's heavier, you know, so all of that has to be considered into the pricing of these things. I mean, my 23 CVO, when I traded that in for the CVO ST24, it was only a year, less than a year old, less than 1,000 miles. And I was lucky to get what I got for it because every other dealership was telling me 30 grand, 31 maybe. And I was like, that's crazy. So, you know, this is why, well, first of all, I say this all the time. Well, first thing I'll say is, guys, please hit the like button. It's 158 of you guys in here. I appreciate you spending the time with me on this Friday. And I also realize it's later there. I'm 2 hours behind. I traveled back in time to get here. But hit the like button. I say this all the time, guys. It never makes any sense to complain about the price of a toy. That's firstly. Because none of us need a motorcycle, and if we do need one, we don't need an expensive one, right? That's it. It is what it is. Secondly, if it's not something that we think we can afford, there's no reason to bitch about it. Like, move on to something that we can afford. But what I have learned is, that's what's funny about this whole thing. If you really want something, we always tend to find a way to make it work, right? And a lot of these dealerships are going to be willing to work with you to make it work too. And sometimes that includes people financing motorcycles up to the triple digits. I'm talking about as far as months of financing. And some people might look at that and go, oh, that's just stupid. You know, everybody's got an opinion, you know. At the end of the day, it's your money, it's your life. You do what the hell you want to do. And just because you finance something at 100 and whatever, 96 months, it doesn't mean it's going to take you or you're going to use all 96 months. It's just to get you in and out of that dealership on that motorcycle or that car or whatever the hell it is. So I'm not one of those guys who's going to judge anybody for what they do with their damn hard-earned money. Totally up to you. You only live once. I say that all the time. YOLO. And if you can do something, you know, that you really want to do. Oh, you know what? Hold on. Guys, say what's up to. This is Chris.
What's up, guys? How are y'all?
Chris is the rider coach and the manager, and he's the one that's. Oh, let me tell you something, guys. What this man did. So there was actually a course scheduled, and he actually moved some stuff around to make sure we can do these practice sessions today. So this is what I'm talking about, guys. A huge shout out. He's a preloader. So a matter of fact, I got something for you, Chris. Uh-oh, wrong pocket. Boom. There you go, brother.
Get it.
I appreciate you, man.
That preload. You guys rock.
That's right, man. Yeah. Thank you. You're live on YouTube, by the way.
Yeah,
this is all live. This is all live.
Have fun.
Thanks, man. Nice to meet you. And
yep.
Yeah, I'm not going to see you again, right? No, you said you're going to come on Sunday?
I'll probably be by some point Sunday.
Okay.
We'll see you then.
Good, man.
All
Looking
right.
forward to it.
See you, Rob.
I hope you come early. You could jump in.
We'll see.
All right, man. Yeah, I'm trying to get him in, man. If there's not only a riding academy coach, but somebody that, especially the what he went through to get me in here, I just so appreciate that, all right? All right, guys, listen, 29 likes. All right, I guess that's all I'm going to get. All right, guys, I'm going to end this video. I'm all congested. Oh, man. Anyway, listen, guys, I'm going to get out of here. I'm gonna go get something to eat, head back to the hotel room, and just make sure I'm all set up as far as everything's charged. I'll be out here tomorrow morning to get this done. Let me head outside so I can end this video in the sunlight. And you know what? Before I leave, I want to talk to this guy. He's talking to some people, but he's the one that talked to me about that bike. And I just want to let him know that if I was interested in that motorcycle, the first number can't be a 5. It would have to be a 3. Period. It would have to be a 3. If they were offering me 31 for my CVO, that, you know, it is what it is, right? Because when it comes to resale, that CVO, that VIN number, is always going to get you more money than anything, because you know when you trade a bike in, they don't really give you, it happens every now and then, but for the most part, they don't add money onto stuff you added onto the bike. They'll tell you to take it off, right? So, all right, guys, listen. Spend more time being thankful for the things that you have and less time complaining about the things that you don't. If you're going to be practicing with me tomorrow or Sunday here in Colorado, I look forward to practicing with you. If you're coming to hang out, I look forward to that as well. And if you're just going to be watching it on the video, I'm so far behind, guys, but I'm working on it, right? I put a video out today, practice session number 106, and that is Ohio. All right? And I finished that here in Colorado, all right? Think about how long it takes to upload a 3-hour video without the kind of Wi-Fi I have at home. All right, I love you guys. Have a good weekend. Spend more time being thankful for the things that you have and less time complaining about the things that you don't. Seat time doesn't equal practice time, guys. And if you have time to ride your motorcycles, you better make time to practice on them. Until next time.